Hello viewers, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my separate code, the Project Red Review. Like always, I'm going to speak very loud and very clearly and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, try to do my best not to break your heart during our podcast recording as well, not to cause any RE feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this RE podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this RE podcast recording will contain your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, and then you get to watch this RE podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Gavin. Gavin appears there. So basically, the episode starts off like this. We see on another Earth. I think it's Landa. I know not. Sure. On another Earth, seems like we see a crime scene on another Earth, and basically we see these two forensic girls named Kiki and Kato. And Kato, or Kabuki, I believe her name's pronounced. I feel like they're going to call her Kabuki for now. So basically, Kato and Kabuki are basically, are forensic. Is a Kato, I mean, Kiki and Kabuki are forensic girls a part of a two-person forensic unit. So basically, somebody got turned into a bone substance by a Emogear or something, or by one of those dark market Emogears and whatnot, and they said there was someone on the scene to investigate, to investigate. Meanwhile, Raisin and Dicey, along with Dicey was supporting back, so basically Raisin was back on his Earth, talking to his boss and his partner, Dicey was with them talking to the boss about what went down on the Earth where he on Gavin Bosita's Earth and about the syndicate and the break space and whatnot. So basically, well, I understand, but still, maybe you should, maybe that. Oh, okay. Hold on. I needed to sneeze. So basically, Raisin's boss was was curious about Gavin Placido being the android and the Gavin and whatnot. So basically, and basically your mentor has been asking about you, and basically the boss said your mentor's been asking about you. So basically, I suggest you get some time. You go talk to your mentor and whatnot. Anyway, Wasabi and Pat the robot was doesn't a lot of people doesn't know that Raisin is a lot of people thinks that Raisin is not it's just a author, it's signed to the document vision and whatnot, and basically just goes around, collecting data and whatnot, nothing else, instead of doing any real galactic cop work. But he is part of the secret Emogear task force and whatnot. But so basically, Wasabi and Pat the woman does not know that, and basically, once again, you're doing nothing once again. So basically, they started to mess with Raisin and Dicey, whoa, and basically, oh, come on, man, we do police, even though we're in a document, we still can do some real police work and whatnot. So basically, Wasabi and Pat the Web was hey, well, go back to your document. We are going to, we're on a real case right now. So basically, bye. And basically, even though Raging was was kind of upset with this. He was upset with them, but it turns out that Aggie has notified him that there's another Emogear, another Dr. Emogear, and affecting another, in a different universe, affecting a different Earth and whatnot. So anyway. So basically, Gavin, Dicey, and Aggie, the artificial attendants for the Gavantron, for the cosmic Gavantron, ship, attached a special Saber jet unit to the Gavantron ship, and basically went to the Earth that is being. That is being threatened by a evil Dr. Moki and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile, back on Bushido's, back on Bushido's Earth, Cessna, aka Gavin Bushido, him and his boss, who is female, was trying to question the syndicate leader about the whole merc space and about who's supplying you with these documentaries, but he wouldn't talk to them while a lawyer. So basically, Cessna's boss is saying that so basically we need more answers about this, especially about that other Gavin, about Gavin Infinity as well. So basically it seems like he is the ally, but I want to make sure about that. So basically if you do get a chance to meet him again, make sure you get some more information on him and whatnot. So basically, Sethor nodded yes and basically called it a night on his Earth. Anyway, meanwhile, so basically, Raging and his crew while on the Earth where the Serenity are on their little spaceship and whatnot, in the little spaceship forensic lab and whatnot. And basically, Gavin just walked in and basically sprayed that, on the my name's Raging. I'm part of the Galactic Police. I'm here. I'm part of the emote unit and whatnot. And basically, Kabuki was like, at first didn't want to trust him after they showed, Kiki was quick to trust him, but Kabuki was not until he showed until we just showed him his credentials and whatnot. So basically, after that, but still after that, they did. So Kabuki also saw his rage Emogear, and basically somehow she can talk to Emogears, and basically he's legit and whatnot. So anyway, it turns out the victim was part of a part of a group of poachers, won by some rich businessman. So basically, whoever turned him into sludge, seems like they might go to the rich businessman who's part of a bigger poaching outfit, and might talk to him next. So anyway. So basically, Raging tagged along with Kabuki and Kiki, and basically told the old man, who was charged with the big poaching operation, that someone took out your man, and basically whoever that someone is might come at you, and basically I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do any poaching, and so basically I'm just a rich businessman with a legit business. So basically Kiki, we know that you're known for poaching information, but we can't prove it. We can't prove it. We can't prove it right now. But etc. etc. And basically, I don't know. So out of nowhere, the witch poacher mansion started to dissolve into the slime phone. And turns out that the emote monster. We finally see the remote monster that turned his man into bone, to turn the witch poacher man's whole mansion into bone as well. Turns out there was this young man who wanted to seek revenge on the poacher man for poaching on his planet or some shit, poaching a dangerous species, a dangerous species that he was friends with on his planet and wanted revenge. So anyway, so basically, the remote monster, so basically, young man seemed like he had control, it looked like he had control over the remote monster and whatnot, and basically used the donkey Emogear that he got, and basically tried to take, took control of the old man's guards, and basically Kiki, Kabuki, and Raging, started to fight against the guards and whatnot, and making sure that the old man was okay and whatnot. Once the old man was okay, Gavin summoned, so basically, Aggie and Dicey showed up with the cosmic Gavatron, along with the Saber unit, and transformed into his robot form, his special Saber mode, and basically took down the remote monsters while Kabuki took the old man in custody, now they had a proof for the young man that you're a poacher and whatnot, and so basically we can lock you up and whatnot. And basically, the young man tried to so basically once the giant remote monster was taken down, it transformed back into its original state, and basically the young man tried to take control of tried to make it grow again, but it didn't work. But it opened up a portal that leads to void murky space, and basically it seems like the young man who was seeking against the weird poacher old man was about to get sucked into the remote space portal, and basically Gavin. So basically that's when Kiki said I got this one, and basically so basically she transformed into Gavan Luminous, and basically Raging was kind of shocked to see that the forensic there's not a lot of forensic galaxy forensics who are Gavins and whatnot. So basically it turns out she can summon weapon units as well. So basically she used the drill unit along with the laser unit to destroy the remote monster and basically destroy the portal to Merc space and basically save the young man and whatnot. So basically, after after she gave a lesson to the young man that sometimes revenge is not worth it. It is worth it and whatnot, but maybe you can help us. Maybe you could help us. If you testify against the poacher, you can get a lesser sentence after what you did and whatnot. So basically, the young man agreed and whatnot, etc., etc. And basically, so basically Aggie showed up and basically, Kabuki and Kiki wanted more answers about from Razor, about Aggie, about him and whatnot. But he said that well, ladies, I got to go, and basically I have to go for a different Earth. But who knows? He might meet again. And basically the gallant. So basically Razor left in the ship, and basically Kiki and Kabuki was wondering that that Razor is very interesting. So basically, I hope we get the chance to meet, to meet him again, and basically get some more answers from him. And basically, that's how the episode ended, with Kiki and Kabuki seeing Raging ship and leaving him. leaving, and that's how the episode ended on this note. So anyway, this was not a bad. Kiki's debut as Gavan and Luminous was not bad. So anyway, this was a good episode of Gavan Affinity. Anyway, what do you guys think about the latest episode of Gavan Affinity? Good, bad, or just okay, or just that? Please let me know with the comments below. Anyway, sign off from Screen Views 1.